This is being billed as an act of economic resistance to send a message to the billionaires, corporate America, and the White House about the cost of living and high prices. The blackout may raise awareness, but it may not do much damage to the bottom line. How much of an impact will it have? That is uncertain.
I'm not sure if one day is going to make that much of a difference, but I hope it does.
For 24 hours, consumers who are participating are not shopping at major retailers, online or in stores.
I believe that we need to have some impact to show that the conditions that we're living in right now are not acceptable and that everybody matters.
An organization called the People's Union USA is spearheading the economic blackout. It says its goal is to show the economic power of everyday Americans. Corporate giants targeted include Amazon, Walmart, Target, and McDonald's.
We're in this situation where people are not listening to the voices of the American people, certainly not in Washington, and the only thing that talks is money right now.
Mike Nellis, a political strategist and founder of a Chicago advertising agency, says a one-day boycott of multiple companies will not make a financial dent, but that could change if supporters can keep up the momentum.
So they start here, and then if people feel empowered, they're going to go find their friends, their neighbors, their coworkers. They're going to tell them about it. And next month, it'll get a little bit bigger. And the idea is to create a snowball effect.
The blackout is also in part a response to the Trump administration's rollback of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Several large corporations, including those targeted, have also cut their DEI programs.
To exclude diversity, to not be inclusive, I think it's a very inhumane, perspective to have, and I think that is very disappointing.
More boycotts are planned against specific businesses in March and April. On the north side, Judy Wang, WGN News.